What's up, you guys? Newbie time here with my kitty cat Fendi, aka Finn, aka Kitty. And this is an episode of Flying Through Time. One of kind of a new little show. I kind of just go off my head, nothing written down, which is sometimes a bad idea because I'll kind of lose what I'm trying to say or whatever. And sometimes Finn will get up in my biz, and it's hard for me to really think about what I'm trying to say. So let's get down to business. Shall we? All right. So, ow, Finn. So let's get down to the business. All right. The business at hand is the 5-on-5 SmackDown match. Now, definitely a lot of changes have been happening a lot with this pay-per-view, and probably because the TLC pay-per-view, Roman Reigns got sick, and a lot of things kind of switched right off the bat from there. And it seems kind of like I hope they don't make a habit of this, honestly, because, you get excited for a storyline, and then they switch it. And, in some cases, it'd be good or bad. I didn't even like it when they did it the last time, personally. I didn't like the Kurt Angle thing. I thought that match was garbage. I didn't like it at all. But, a lot of people liked it. A lot of people thought it was great. I thought the pay-per-view TLC was great until that point. After that point, I felt like it really just fell off the map. It was a stupid match. It didn't make any sense, and it did nothing. So, now that we're going towards Survivor Series, it seems as though that we're getting a couple changes already. So the first change is obviously Jinder Mahal getting beat by AJ Styles, and now AJ Styles getting put into that position for the title, or not for the title, but against Brock Lesnar. So, you would figure Jinder would be put into that 5-on-5, be on the SmackDown team, but no, that's not correct. It's not correct at all. What's going on now is John Cena, out of nowhere, is coming to the SmackDown team just to give that pay-per-view just a little bit more oomph. So, there you go. I mean, who knows? Now, let me see if I can remember all these contestants. 5-on-5, SmackDown's team. Is it Randy Orton, John Cena, Bobby Roode, Shinsuke, Shane McMahon, against Rawls, Braun Strowman, Finn Balor, Kurt Angle. And I'll be honest with you, I do not know the other two, guys. I can't remember. I can never remember. And I don't know why. Oh, Samoa Joe. And I really don't know. Alright, but still. So, you got that. And then, I really don't know who's going to win that match. It's kind of up in the air still about that one. What I wanted to talk to you about, though, is this. I think that either Jinder's either going to, win the title back next week and put him back into that position. Or, golly, that was awful. Or, they're going to let him still face Lesnar. Like, some kind of stipulation is going to come out where he still gets to face Lesnar. And Lesnar will win. And it won't make the WWE title look so irrelevant. Because, WWE title used to be like the big dog. But then when, Raw became its own brand and the Universal title. So, obviously the Raw is the top brand. It's the number one brand. And then you got SmackDown, which is the B brand. And, I don't agree with that. When they first started coming out, they had Smack Talk. They had, SmackDown was just on top of their game, man. Like, it was awesome. But then it just kind of went downhill. And you know what it was, is Vince didn't like SmackDown getting more views. And, decided to dumb it down a little bit, man. And that's really the only way you can put it. I mean, ow, Finn. Look at Finn. Okay, and then another big part of the news. Chris Jericho making an appearance on New Japan Pro Wrestling. Going to be fighting Kenny Omega at Wrestle Kingdom 12, January 4th, 2018. I cannot wait for that match. I think it's going to be awesome. What's really crazy, though, is like Chris Jericho said he would never work for another person again. So, from what I understand, I've kind of got a little background, on that. I'm pretty sure, I'm pretty sure that, Jericho was kind of on a tour, wanting to do a little wrestling tour. He had gotten a hold of Vince McMahon, asked him if that'd be okay to use like some of the NXT talent. Vince McMahon said no. Jericho was kind of in shock about the whole thing. So he said, fuck it. And he signed some ROH guys. He got ROH on board, and he got New Japan on board. And now, it's kind of a thank you. He's going to be doing a little angle with Kenny Omega. So, it's going to be a great match, man. It's going to be really exciting to watch. I hope they do a couple more in-and-out promos, because, man, both those guys on the mic have got skills, and Kenny Omega speaks Japanese and can work his ass off. And, man, that's going to be a great match. I think New Japan's coming for Raw, man, or WWE. They're coming. They're coming for it. But, and then you got the whole, there's a lot of stuff going on right now in the world of professional wrestling. And then you got Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens getting in trouble. Then you got Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens getting in trouble about like not getting the New Day over as far as babyface is going. And then they got sent home from the tour. And it's just been a lot of things, man. There's a lot of low morale right now. A lot of stuff's going crazy. Hopefully within the next coming weeks, everything will kind of get better. It always does this at the end of the year. At the end of the year, WWE kind of slows down. At the end of the year, the storylines, they kind of start progressing in December, but for the most part, they kind of do a reset, and they start in January. And they really take off after the Rumble. The Rumble's when a lot of shit gets started. Especially like the Universal title and the WWE title and things like that. They really start going off. And, that right there is the catapult for WrestleMania. So, we'll just have to wait and see. I've heard that it's going to be Roman Reigns versus Brock Lesnar for the Universal title, WrestleMania. Well, we've already seen that, and I really don't want to see it again. But, if that's what happens, that's what happens. We'll just have to wait and see. And also, what did everybody else think about that Ric Flair 30 for 30, man? Not a bad little showing. A lot of that stuff I kind of heard through the grapevine about Rick. Womanizer. All around piece of shit. But, that's just the way he is. That's the way they were in the wrestling days in the old 80s. Come here, Finn. You want to throw your toy? Yeah, my cat plays fetch with me. But yeah, that's the way it was back in the day, man. It's probably like that now, to be honest with you. I really don't know, but it's a very good documentary. Little 30. I think that shit was 30 minutes. I don't know. Maybe it was an hour. I don't know. 30 for 30 means an hour, but you never know. Really good. I would actually let anyone know to definitely check it out. But that's all I have really to talk about right now. I'll be back later with you guys to talk to you about the day's events.